She started her shift like any other day, tying her hair back and slipping on her badge, unaware that the hospital she had worked in for 3 years quietly belonged to the man she legally called her husband. Their marriage had been distant from the beginning, more of an arrangement than a romance, and he had never mentioned his business affairs. She believed he was just another corporate consultant who traveled too much to care about hospital corridors and night shifts. At work, her world felt different. There was warmth, purpose, and someone who truly saw her. Daniel, a senior surgeon, had slowly become her comfort. He listened, encouraged her dreams, and made her feel alive again. What began as harmless conversations over coffee turned into something deeper, something she knew was wrong but couldn't walk away from. She convinced herself that emotional loneliness justified everything. The day everything changed was during a charity gala held inside the hospital. Staff members were asked to attend, and for the first time, she felt nervous introducing Daniel to people outside their private bubble. When she arrived, the atmosphere was unfamiliar. Executives, board members, and a powerful presence she couldn't quite place. Then she saw him, her husband, standing confidently at the center, greeting guests like a king in his kingdom. Before she could process the shock, Daniel squeezed her hand, smiling. A group gathered around them, including her husband, who looked at her with calm curiosity. Her heart raced as introductions were expected. In a moment of panic, she smiled and said, "This is Daniel, my cousin." The lie tasted bitter, but it was the only thing that came to her lips. Her husband's eyes lingered on her for a second too long, as if he already knew everything. He shook Daniel's hand politely, his expression unreadable. Later that night, when the gala ended and the hospital lights dimmed, he finally spoke to her alone. He didn't raise his voice or accuse her. He simply said, "I built this hospital to save lives, not to watch my own marriage slowly bleed." She realized then that ignorance had protected her from truth, but knowledge would demand consequences. The hospital, the marriage, and her double life could no longer exist together. As she walked out into the cold night air, she understood that the most painful surgeries are not performed in operating rooms, but in the heart where no anesthesia exists.